All right. Albert Einstein said, "Try not to become a person of success, but try to become a person of value." My name is Kelly, and I am a public relations major with an emphasis in nonprofit and ministry, along with a fine arts minor. Today, I would like to share with you what I believe it means to be a person of value, embracing the arts of meaningful relationships in public relations. Ever since I was 4 years old, my love for art has continued to grow. It wasn't until I was in high school that I actually began to grasp on the impact it was to be able to create something, hold it, and know that it was mine. While some may say that art is a form of escape, I think it's the complete opposite for me. Instead of escaping, I'm able to not only learn more about myself, but about other people. Art gives me that opportunity to expose myself, allowing me to connect with others. Isn't that public relations? Art gives me the opportunity to not only expose myself and to connect with others, but it also allows me to have that platform and to have that confidence to do so. There is nothing better than the precious moment where I'm able to stand up and hold something that I have created and call it my own and know that it's something new and that's something that no one else has done before. And it's during that moment when I also realize that this something new in my hands is filled with meaning, colors, feelings, movement, power, and so much more. These feelings that I just explained to you are the same ones that I find myself having when I think of public relations. Believe it or not, I came into Biola University pursuing the path of nursing along with being part of the school's cross-country and track team. It wasn't long before I realized that staying up until 3 a.m. almost every night trying to study every type of human body tissue, that I started to realize that that might not have been the route that God had planned for me, which is totally fine. And I also knew it was a bit of a red flag when I started caring more about my little doodles on the notes and the human body organs instead of actually studying it. With a lot of time, prayer, and advice, I had made the decision to pursue the path of my love for art again and to just begin this amazing journey of public relations. The beauty of PR is revealed in its ability to be defined in many different ways. Sitting down in Introduction to Public Relations last fall, Professor Sinclair, with her big and bright smile, came into the class and got things rolling with introducing the roots of PR. One of our very first assignments was to memorize that awesome definition given to us from PRSA, which is simply that PR is the strategic communication process that builds mutually beneficial relationships between organizations and their publics. Sitting down into Professor Simon's class of PR management, we as students were given the awesome opportunity of being able to define public relations in our own words. While introducing this assignment to us on the first day of class, we were given several questions to keep in mind throughout that semester. He asked us this: is public relations an art, or is it a science? To which I replied later in that semester that PR is the unique art form of influential communication that creates the connection between any given business and their publics while minimizing the negatives and leveraging on the positives with wisdom. As you can tell, this was definitely my first stab at trying to define PR in my own words. Just from what I've shared with you so far, you can see how my definition of PR has changed over time, and I'm sure that this is the case for many of us in this room today, which has caused me to reflect that if PR is a science, wouldn't that definition stay the same? It's our ability to define PR in our own words, and it comes to show that that is truly an art. It's colorful, it has meaning, and it's always evolving. Just a little over a year ago, while looking at internship opportunities, I saw an awesome opportunity to sign up and click on a Make-A-Wish internship application. First of all, I have always been so in love with the overall mission statement of Make-A-Wish, and that is just by raising money, granting wishes for children who had been diagnosed with medical threatening conditions, and that by granting wishes, we are able to enrich their everyday life with hope, strength, and joy. Thankfully, I was given this opportunity, and for the company, it has just been so impactful, and it has changed my understanding and knowledge of what PR really means in the real world. As the PR and campaigns intern, I was tasked with working alongside about 60 plus local schools in the area and known as their Kids for Wish Kids programs. And these programs involve students coming together, working together with one common goal in mind, and that is to find creative ways to raise money and to grant wishes. But in my eyes, they're changing lives. While I enjoyed working with these students very much, you can imagine my excitement knowing that I was going to soon be able to see them and meet with them on one-on-one terms and actually engage with them in person. There were many times where I became frustrated knowing that it would take forever to get to that point. At the time is what it seemed, because social media, email, and talking over the phone can only do so much. It was during the summit presentations that I had with these students that made them become people. It was during that time when I was presenting and talking with them and conversing with them that these students' names had faces. They had bright eyes, and they had that common goal that was brought to life. It was from that time that I became more passionate about working with them, and my want to be part of their team grew tremendously. It's one thing to build and attempt to maintain relationships over email and social media, and it's another to build and maintain relationships in person. The depth and meaning of these relationships, along with the coworkers to this day that I have in this office, is what has brought me to the current definition today. I believe that PR is the process that drives beauty of human interactions, building meaningful relationships, and creating something new. Public relations is the process that drives beauty of human interactions, building meaningful relationships, and creating something new. Now that I have given you a glimpse of what I believe the heart of PR is really all about, I want to now focus on some of the creative ways that PR professionals today can bring these attributes to life. Being part of what Professor Kim would refer to as the Google generation today, we as PR professionals are called to use creative techniques, especially through the platform of technology, in order to engage with our publics. In an article entitled Visual PR, the following statistics goes as follows. About 63% of the world's consumers are kinesthetic learners. People process visuals 60,000 times faster than they do written text. 40% of people respond better to visual information than written text. Color visuals increase readership by 80%, and multimedia adds feelings to facts. From this data and personal experience with technology, I'm sure that we can all relate to the impact and role that visuals can have on our feelings, emotions, and beliefs. As much as I love talking about art, and trust me, I can talk about it all day, but I won't do that to you, it's incredibly important not to forget about the backbone to what makes PR so successful, and that's the research and the data. So, again, is public relations an art, or is it a science? I believe that the purpose and value of art gives sight to something that has never been seen before. In order to do this, we need that backbone. We need the data to support our creativity. Data-driven public relations relies on facts and figures to generate awareness about a business and its brands. Although data-driven PR seems simple in theory, it can be quite challenging to execute well. And this is what makes the art of PR essential. A fun fact about me that I would like to share with you is my love and passion for lions. After having changed my path to pursue the career of public relations and fine arts again, the sensation of wanting to create something from nothing was building up inside, and so I decided to draw, of all things, a lion. Over time, my passion for the art of lions has grown over the years, and I guess you could say improved. With the past couple of weeks reflecting on this presentation that I'm giving to you today and thinking of what I wanted to reveal, I realized how the progression of my artwork and the progression of my lions and how every detail is being added throughout time mirrors my progression of understanding and knowing what public relations is. So how does this connect to what I mentioned earlier? You see, if I were just to show you a DNA sequence of a lion, it doesn't evoke much other than it being the DNA strand, the data. However, the right application and with the right application and creativity together, we can better understand the message that is being sent. I believe the ability to take that data and better communicate it has that meaning, and it creates the messaging that PR is all about. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. I believe that as leaders, the Lord has called for us to be strong, not timid, and to have those qualities of love and self-discipline. I also believe that the Lord has called for us to be creators, as He Himself is our creator. Do not neglect your gift, which was given to you through prophecy, when the body of elders laid their hands on you. Be diligent in these matters. Give yourself wholly to them, so that everyone may see your progress. I believe the data supports my thesis that public relations is much more effective when creativity, being the art, is at the core of the message, rather than just the data, the science alone. My hope is that by utilizing the creative and artistic gifts our Creator has given me, I will be able to better serve mankind through more effective public relations messaging. Thank you.